Hi everybody, I'm Lamia and welcome back to Luminous Life. It's been a while since I've done this reading style video and I'm back today especially because we are in the eclipses. And the energy has been intense and shifty and confronting for some of us. So this is a reading for Monday, the 7th of November 2022 to the 13th of November 2022. So let's get right into it. And the first card that I picked, and that is the Sacral Chakra. I'm not surprised to see this card pop up right in this eclipse portal because we are going through an emotional change. This eclipse energy is actually a very reboot energy. There is an energy of things that are beginning, there's an energy of things that are ending, and clearings happening in our lives. There are mysterious positive things coming into our lives as well. So there is this, it's almost like, you know, those doors in hotels, it's that kind of energy which is quick, almost recycled very quickly. So even your internal energy can feel like it's getting a bit recycled and shifted. You might be called to open up and go back to old passions. You might be called to try something completely new. There is a feeling of who am I, what is the purpose of all of this, and why am I here, and how can I make my life more enriching, more positive. So the sacral chakra is a chakra of our emotions, our traumas, our addictions. Basically, it's the water center. And also, we've had a Scorpio solar eclipse, which was also water element. So there is an energy of flow. Don't stop. Like if you see water, it moves around obstacles. It doesn't let itself get stopped anywhere. So in the same light, this energy is very similar. It's letting you just flow, allow yourself to move through emotions quickly. If something is bothering you, allow yourself to feel it and then quickly let it go. Don't let it linger on unnecessarily because that is not going to serve you in this week when the energies are intense for everybody. So there are people in our lives who are going to be, I would say, also more reactive and emotional. So you don't want to get pulled into that and feel like a victim or victimized by them or feel offended by them because that's going to further slow you down. Because they may lack this information, be compassionate with them, let it go. That's also the sacral chakra. It is a seat of also having that creativity, that emotional support, that compassion for other people. Also this energy, the sacral energy, is a feminine energy as well. So we might feel things cropping up in our feminine aspects where we question why we have to do certain things, why do we live by certain rules, why do we want to break through out of those rules. Maybe we want to rewrite our stories to better ones. Maybe we believe that we deserve a better hand of cards or we deserve a better scenario, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in our personal front. We start to stand up to others. Even if we may not speak up to them, we take that stand internally. All of this is the sacral energy, and watch out or keep an eye for it in the coming week because it is going to come up. And as I see it, all this energy, these changes, this astrological influence is not in our life to make our lives difficult. Even though we may feel that there's this difficulty at that time, it is a transformation. The entire planet is going through it. If you have incarnated on earth at this time, you have chosen to be a part of all of these changes and transformations at a more collective level. So whatever you need to do, I was feeling very strongly the need to spend time in a water body or to paint or to create, to connect with the arts, because that's all your creative center. The more you do that, the more alive you feel. The more you don't do that, you'll get pulled into all of those drama-oriented scenarios where you'll feel the discomfort more, where you'll feel the need to confront people more. So really take this weekend and this coming week and the coming weekend to immerse yourself in creative activities, whether it's dance, whether it's, as I said, any creative arts. Maybe you want to go for a play that lets you be in the spectrum of emotions in a way that you can feel, really introspect, and then let it go, let it pass. You're letting yourself move into a flux state, a movement state. So movement, yoga, dance, swimming, being in the sea, a hike, all of these are great ways to let this energy feel gentler on you and actually redirect it into a positive place. So from here I'm going to move into the other cards. Let's see what they are. And so these set of cards and this set of cards fell out together as well. Okay, really interesting energy, and I love to see this, especially after I talked about all this intense energy and the sacral energy. So I'm going to go this way. The other card is the base chakra, and I'm not surprised because the lunar eclipse that's coming up on Monday is actually in the sign of Taurus, which is that earth element, which is about the home, the basics, your finances, feeling that foundation. So yes, this energy is coming up, and this energy goes next into your value system. So through this eclipse, that value system is going to go through a little bit of say transformation, upgrade if you must. And just as I was saying about the sacral energy, the same way the base, the root chakra energy is also very similar in that, this was more from a feminine aspect of what you want to change and what you want to transform, but this is more on a value base. So if you believe that this has value, or you believe that this doesn't have value, right now that's going to change. What you believe has value will change. So watch out for where your values are changing. Perhaps what you offer in the world is going to change. How you run your business is going to change. The structures in your business are going to change. If you have a certain way of running something, or you have a certain schedule that you kind of been in a repetitive space with, you've just been doing it again and again and again. Right now, this energy may not allow you, permit you to have that same routine. Perhaps you believe that something should be a certain way, and right now, in your gut, with all the easefulness that could be possible, you feel like doing the opposite, and you can't put your finger on it. That is what this energy is about. The other card that popped up was the fulfillment of wishes. I have been saying this in my little community all through the week, that this eclipse energy, even though it has all this transformation, is not all negative. There have been some great blessings that I have seen in my own life, in my clients' lives, and we really should look out for those things, because there is an energy of fulfillment, a satisfaction of a job well done. Even when your values change and you're willing to flow with it, that's when you know that the outcome is different. You see the outcome is different. You feel fulfilled. You realize that your perception may have been flawed or incomplete or lacking certain other details, and now you're more open to seeing that when you change and transform and change your perspective and approach, there is a strong fulfillment of wishes. The other cards that have come up are also very in alignment with this same eclipse portal energy, and that is rest and rejuvenate. If this energy of this eclipse is feeling like a tsunami coming at you, definitely make time to rest and rejuvenate. And often we see rest as a lot of sleep, a nap, a yoga nidra, a yoga class, some kind of meditation class. For me, in this energy, the rest and rejuvenation is really feeling like into music, flowing, just doing things at a slow pace. It could also be, as I said, creative energy, because that can also rejuvenate you. And of course, in the image, you see this figure in a park or in a natural space. So if you have any yearning to sit by a water body, to sit in a place surrounded by trees, in a park, in a garden, that's one way to also rest and rejuvenate. Because for some people, eclipse portals can mess with their sleep cycles. You can have that feeling that you're not getting rested sleep, you're struggling to fall asleep. And so, how you counter that? Movement, creative energy. Usually that is the recipe or the antidote to this energy anyway, to move stuck energy. But right now, if we don't do this, we will feel the density of this energy. We will feel like it's coming like a tsunami, as I explained. And the last card is rejoice in celebration. So it's interesting that the placement of the cards is also the same, because there's the base chakra, which is grounding energy, and then there's all this guidance to kind of go and be in nature, which is also grounding. And then there's fulfillment of wishes, and then there is rejoicing. When you have wishes fulfilled, even the smallest of wins, allow yourself to celebrate them. We sometimes are so focused on what is wrong, what is not happening in our lives. We're not celebrating the small things that are falling in place. Sometimes they are big things, sometimes things just work themselves out. These are all blessings from the universe, and we need to take that time to rejoice in it. The fact that I was guided to sit and create this content for you today, even though it's something that I've not been nudged to do, and it's flowing for me in this way, is something, it can be something as simple as this. This is something I want to celebrate and rejoice. So it can be the fact that you could wake up early, you could honor a commitment, you could show up on your mat, You could find a tribe or just one other friend or your partner to go into a garden or a park and just lay on the grass. These are all to be celebrated. So this is the energy for the week ahead, starting from Monday into the end of the week, that is Sunday, the 13th of November 2022. Please let me know if you resonated with this information. Was the guidance something that has given you maybe an affirmative, that you're like, yeah, this is what I was yearning to do, and you saying it makes me feel like, yes, I should follow that little nudge from my inner voice. If you feel like there's anything else you want to contribute, please comment below. Please share your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.